Students at two Denver high schools take their concerns about COVID to the streets, starting at Thomas Jefferson High School. I'm Dominic Garcia, bringing you CBS 4 News at noon, live on CBS 4 and CBSN Denver. Students at North High School also walked out this morning, then marched to Emily Griffith High School, where the DPS central offices are located. That is where our Jamie Leary is right now, but we do want to start with Justin Adams at TJ. And Justin, why did these kids organize these walkouts?
Well, Dom, students at Thomas Jefferson High School, they're demanding that Denver Public Schools do more to help them stay safe from COVID. Around 9:40 this morning, several students walked out of class and gathered at the flagpole. They held up signs which said, "Keep us safe," and are demanding for the district to do more to protect them. They said they felt the schools weren't enforcing social distancing, classrooms weren't being properly ventilated, and resources like masks and tests were not readily available. They're looking for stronger safeguards to be put in place so that they can focus on their studies and not the virus.
Very nervous about COVID. My family is high risk, and so it's not me being nervous for myself, but also for my family. I'm worried that I'm going to come home and bring COVID to my family, and that's just going to put them at risk, and I don't want that.
We know that there needs to be a change so we can continue to learn in school safely and not have to go back online, because this is not a petition to make sure that we can go back online. We don't want that. We want to keep in-person safe so we can keep learning in person.
Now, there was supposed to be another walkout at Thomas Jefferson High School tomorrow, but that was canceled due to the incoming weather. But they do plan on having another protest on another date. Let's turn over to Jamie Leary now. You were at North High School, and how large was the gathering there?
Justin, about 50 students walked out of North High School about 10 o'clock this morning. You can see them here now around 10:30. They left North High to hear Emily Griffith, the head of the Board of Education. Now, the walkout began just before 10 o'clock this morning. Students stood at the park across from the high school before they began their march, chanting, asking for safer schools. This is a national effort by students demanding safer classrooms, and the message is much the same across high schools. At least in Denver, the district says the support for students right now is strong, but they also want to stress the importance of keeping schools open. We spoke with the school board today. We're told that they're providing masks and space to social distance, but we also spoke with students who believe more can be done.
The most important listed in those demands is basically having an option to go remote and having an option to also have like more support from faculty and from teachers.
I support students' right to protest, and I support making sure that their voices are heard. And the reason why the Board of Education is here today is so we can take back to our members and say, this is what we heard from our students. What can we do to see if we can, meet some of their ask halfway or, fully?
Now, members of the district were also at North High School today, and you can see they're making sure board members hear their message loud and clear. The district said in a statement that we've got strong safeguards in place, high vaccination rates across our schools, and we're increasing the availability of N95 masks. But these students obviously feel that more can be done to put those safeguards in place as they're in school, and they said they'll strike and continue walkouts as long as it takes. Live in Denver, Jamie Leary covering Colorado First.
All right, Jamie, thank you. As for our numbers, the virus has killed more than 11,000 people in our state. 1,674 people currently hospitalized for confirmed COVID. But our 7-day positivity rate continues to drift lower. It is now below 27%. We're getting an update from the state health department today.